Rumors are swirling that the feds are pressuring Bricc Baby to cooperate against Lil Durk. It all started after reports surfaced that Bricc Baby, Big U, Loose Cannon, and several others were arrested in a major takedown targeting the Rolling 60s gang. According to legal sources, Bricc Baby's arrest could play a key role in a larger federal case aimed at Lil Durk. Lawyers speculate that the timing of the arrests isn't a coincidence. They believe the feds plan to use Bricc Baby to build a case against Durk, who has long been on their radar for alleged involvement in a murder-for-hire plot. The connection stems from a live stream Bricc Baby did about 3 years ago, where he implied Durk retaliated for King Von's death by saying, "You can't say Durk never slid for Von, they got Lul Pab." That old clip resurfaced and went viral online right around the time Durk was recently arrested. Coincidentally, Bricc Baby was live streaming again when the clip caught fire, and his reaction only fueled speculation. Many now believe Bricc Baby may have unintentionally or intentionally put Durk in the crosshairs of federal investigators.
Then they put you.
Why? Like, you died.
You can't say that.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Or who?
Nah, because Lul Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh! What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that.
But what's even more shocking is that Bricc Baby might have made things worse for Lil Durk. Federal investigators are now bringing up lyrics from Durk's song Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy. Specifically the line, "Told me they got an Addy, go, got the location, go." That lyric is now under scrutiny because it lines up a little too closely with a past interview Bricc Baby did. In that interview, he said he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Lil Durk had asked him out of loyalty. Now the feds are questioning whether Durk actually did ask Bricc Baby for the location, since the lyrics seem suspiciously specific. With both the interview and the lyrics resurfacing at the same time, investigators are digging deeper, wondering if Bricc Baby unintentionally revealed too much and whether this could link Durk to something far more serious.
Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, he had to ask me, I probably would have been. Because if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd do something.
Right.
With Bricc Baby now behind bars facing serious federal charges, many believe it's only a matter of time before the feds pressure him to flip on Lil Durk. But here's the wild part. Charleston White has come forward claiming he's the reason Bricc Baby got locked up in the first place. According to White, he's taking credit for tipping off the feds or playing a role in Bricc Baby's arrest, adding another layer of chaos to an already messy situation. If what he says is true, it might explain how things escalated so quickly, and why the spotlight is now burning even brighter on Lil Durk.
I'm the one that put the feds on Bricc Baby. He telling y'all didn't think I'd be playing. When Bricc Baby went to Houston and was playing on the internet with that $10,000 stack on his head, and indirectly said, "Hey, I got some money on Charleston head," and he continued to act like he was pursuing me. I made a federal report. First, I called Houston, made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement. So, not only that, we filed a report with the feds in LA, along with the LA County Police. I swear to God.
Charleston White has never been a fan of Lil Durk, and he made that crystal clear when Durk was arrested, celebrating it as a win for the community. But now, with Bricc Baby also behind bars, the situation cuts even deeper. While Charleston is openly proud of playing a role in Bricc Baby's arrest, the real twist is how it all circles back to Lil Durk. Taking down Bricc Baby might have been a move against gang activity in Charleston's eyes, but in the end, it also strengthens the federal case against Durk, making it a double blow for the rapper. What looked like a victory for Charleston might just be the beginning of a major fallout in Durk's camp.
Real filthy. Now that demonic force was a dark force, it was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans.
who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
It's starting to feel like Lil Durk's world is slowly crumbling around him. In a shocking turn of events, reports have emerged that the rapper was attacked earlier this morning inside a cell block at LA County Jail. Details about his condition haven't been made public, but sources say a transfer to a different facility is now likely. This incident reportedly triggered a surprising move, none other than Kanye West reaching out to Lil Durk from inside the jail. Word is, Ye made the call after hearing what happened, adding another unexpected twist to an already unraveling situation.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Just taking a day at a time, just chilling and staying focused for real.
Yeah, I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Look, that's all I'm talking about here. You know, people here they get their time, and they ain't never experienced the world. So I be telling them stories. They be on 20.
Wow. Yeah, man. I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, he called me. Yeah.
But then the internet really started buzzing when fans noticed something strange. Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, both known for wanting revenge on Lil Durk over the death of Lul Pab, did separate interviews, but said the exact same thing and had them released on the same day. Some brushed it off as a strange coincidence, but others saw it differently. Many believe it was a strategic move, possibly to avoid catching the feds' attention. If the two were plotting to get back at Durk while he's locked up, this synchronized messaging could be a way to deflect suspicion. In one of the interviews, Lil Tim even hinted at the pressure they're under, fueling speculation that something deeper might be in motion.
No, like shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That shit never happened. Like,
that's when things took an even more unexpected turn. In his interview, Quando Rondo echoed the exact same sentiment, saying he wishes everything had been handled differently, and insisted there's no real issue between him and Lil Durk. The timing, the identical messaging, and the calm tone from both Quando and Lil Tim have fans raising eyebrows. To some, it feels like a carefully crafted narrative, maybe even one designed to avoid federal heat. Whether it's genuine or just strategic, it's clear something bigger is going on behind the scenes.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% know them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out, or whatever. Like, they could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
What made things even more bizarre was the fact that both interviews, despite being conducted by completely different outlets, were released on the exact same day, at the exact same hour. That odd synchronicity sparked deeper curiosity online. And soon, an independent internet investigator uncovered a potential reason behind it. According to the findings, a significant portion of the evidence in Lil Durk's federal case revolves solely around his lyrics. The feds are reportedly using several of his bars as direct ties to real-life crimes in Chicago, and the murder of Lil Pab Joint 1 lyric in particular has raised serious red flags. Look on the news and see your son screaming, "No, no." What makes this line so chilling is that Quando Rondo was actually caught on video at the scene of Lil Pab's death, visibly distraught and screaming "no" as it happened. The eerie parallel between Durk's lyrics and the real-life tragedy has now become a focal point in the case, making fans and investigators alike question whether these bars were more than just music.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
While prosecutors are zeroing in on Lil Durk's lyrics as supposed confessions, his legal team is pushing back hard, claiming it's all just coincidence. Durk's lawyers say he has a solid alibi and are now using a move straight out of the YSL trial playbook to defend him. In a major development, Durk's producer submitted a declaration in the murder for hire case tied to the Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy track featuring Babyface Ray. Prosecutors claimed the song glorified a killing, but the producer provided court documents showing the song's original project file was created and recorded a full 7 months before the incident even happened. This new evidence has fans flipping the narrative, with Quando Rondo and Lil Tim's eerily timed interviews being passed off as a coincidence. It now seems like they may have tried to frame Durk, making it appear as if his lyrics lined up with the crime when they were actually recorded long before. Now Durk's legal team is flipping the script. They're using all of this to argue not just for his innocence, but to push for his release ahead of his new album drop. An update from his camp even quoted Durk saying, "It's better to be low-key with your money if you can't afford 10. Maybachs, don't buy one." A subtle message maybe, but a clear sign Durk is focused on freedom, the future, and the long game.
The kid with a plan to be like the future world, house, the crib, everything is weighted, beat to be. Ain't with nothing small. I went inside of you, you gonna pay? They're broke. I see all this. I have one car. It's not that I can't get it. It's totally. I'm not thinking back. You pay back 10, pay back, no back.
A viral comment summed it up perfectly. Does anyone else feel like Durk's team is releasing his most motivational and heartfelt moments to paint him in a better light for the judge? Like they're trying to show he's always been a positive influence? And honestly, it might not be far off. That theory gained even more traction after DJ Academics chimed in, saying, "We're praying for Lil Durk, by the way. He sent me word. He's dropping the album of the year." Shortly after, an insider added fuel to the fire saying, "Durk's album is coming soon, but something bigger is happening behind the scenes. All I can say is, free Durk." That cryptic comment sparked a wave of speculation, even prompting one legal analyst to start digging into court records to figure out when Durk's next possible release date could be. With motivational content going viral, industry support growing louder, and legal momentum shifting, it's starting to feel like Durk's team is playing chess, not checkers.
It depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, didn't actually die, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that, but it didn't hit, they're going to have forensics. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him, that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.
It all ultimately depends on the determination of the U.S. attorney and the assistant U.S. attorneys involved in the case. If they're hungry enough to make an example of someone, they'll offer attractive deals to get individuals to flip. But what does a very attractive deal look like? In most cases, they'll go for the lowest hanging fruit, someone who was involved but didn't play a key role, or someone who didn't actually hit the target. They'll gather forensics and target the least culpable individual first, offering them a deal that seems too good to refuse. If that person doesn't bite, they'll move on to the next. This strategy is pretty standard. Start with the person most likely to cooperate, the one with the least involvement. What's interesting about this indictment, though, is that the motivation behind it isn't just money. It could also be career advancement, a potentially powerful motive that complicates the case. In another significant development, Kodak Black's attorney, Bradford Cohen, weighed in on Lil Durk's legal battle. Cohen said Durk still has a chance to avoid being convicted in the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case, unless he's forced to testify against others. According to Cohen, "I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Durk Banks. I think they've got a long way to go before they can prove the conspiracy against him."
Comes to Durk Banks, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
What's even more chilling is that the feds seem to have realized Lil Durk might stand a good chance of being released from jail. This led them to take a deeply disturbing step, digging into other unsolved crimes around the Chicago area, the E. Latest update reveals surveillance tapes, along with 20,000 pages of reports, are being processed for discovery. This evidence was reportedly supplied by a federal informant named Jam. In a recent court update, it was revealed that the feds believe Lil Durk paid to have two individuals dealt with. The first is Stefan Mack, allegedly responsible for the death of Durk's brother Defang, and the second is Jim's baby mom, who died after Durk found out that Jim was wearing a wire. The feds are now convinced that Jam, who is said to be the key witness, can link Durk to all three of these crimes. In a critical Instagram livestream, it was revealed that Durk may have noticed Jam was wearing a wire. In the footage, Jam is seen adjusting the top of his coat and whispering into it, which the feds believe was a telltale sign of him being an informant. Now Jam is at the center of the investigation, with the feds hoping his testimony will be enough to lock Durk away for good.
I ain't gonna lie. That's my whole dream thing. I ain't gonna lie. Feeling like back in the day. Oh, oh, dang. Like, he took a
check on your man. Know what you got?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, when I was growing up, I
was having a damn architect.
when I was dead.
School's out now.
All that whooping on the net, it got your man.
As the feds continue to build a case against Lil Durk, they've now pinned another M case on him. To strengthen their argument, they presented a piece of crucial evidence to the judge, Durk's own Instagram activity. The feds pointed to a story Durk posted just 30 minutes after Stefan Mack's death. In the post, Durk seemed to make light of the situation, followed by another Instagram story the very next day, where he's seen laughing. The feds are using these posts to argue defamation, suggesting that Durk's behavior was not just insensitive, but potentially indicative of his involvement. These actions are now part of the broader case against him, further complicating his legal situation.
What? Somebody else said slap con. Somebody else said slap con.
Interestingly, Jam, the same informant now at the center of the case, is also the man to whom Lil Durk reportedly gave $50,000 during an Instagram live session. This payment is now under scrutiny as part of the investigation, adding more weight to the feds' case against Durk.
Steady crying, huh?
He steady crying. Feed him.
They want me to train, bro. See that?
Feed
My
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies. I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. I'm sitting up there doing all this, sneak this, and internet games and all this. I'm some money to do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to go out and do it. Not what I want to do, what I want. Y'all can do that, bro. Bro got out what? You know that
Haven't you did all?
the years I did it now?
Yeah. What's your latest be? 12? That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just pick out lanes, man, boy.
During the entire Instagram live, the feds also took note of the individuals in the background, people who were seen jewelry shopping with King Von just 6 months before his tragic passing. This connection further strengthens the feds' claim that these individuals, including Durk, were not only close associates, but possibly involved in a deeper network.
Let's go over there. Boss, you good? My boy.
They got real in here, man. He just kept putting money on it.
All of this ultimately led to Lil Durk calling out his own members during a tense interview, where he revealed that he already suspected Jam was acting strange. It was later announced that Durk had been playing 3D chess the entire time, fully, aware that Jam would eventually cooperate with the feds. This revelation painted a picture of Durk as someone who was always several steps ahead, possibly anticipating the betrayal long before it unfolded.
From a mile away. I don't think people realize that. I could have a conversation with you for 5 seconds with you and know your.
Durk would later speak on this situation in more depth, revealing just how deeply it affected him. He explained that he doesn't even allow his friends to know where he lives and keeps all personal information locked down. You could hear the sadness in his voice, a mix of betrayal and hurt as he came to terms with the fact that Jam had turned on him.
Nobody ever allowed to my house. It be our best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, because it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. I have family night at Durk house tonight. So,
you say everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta everybody getting watched. Watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. What to do? Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
Unfortunately, by the time Lil Durk discovered Jam's betrayal, it was already too late. Unable to take matters into his own hands, Durk would allegedly send out his goons. A chilling report surfaced, reading, Jam was found by federal agents, hiding out in a house outside of Atlanta. Sources revealed that Jam was dealt with harshly for betraying Durk, with a photo of a crime scene outside the property where he was staying making rounds online. The situation only deepened when it was reported that Jam didn't just provide evidence against Durk, he also handed over crucial intel about Durk's entire discography. Allegedly, Jam revealed that the names of Durk's albums and songs were more than just music. They served as a roadmap to the crimes that had been committed. DJ Academics even weighed in, explaining how these revelations could shift the entire case, further linking Durk's music to the real-world incidents the feds were investigating.
2020 Bond. 2021 his brother. 2022 is who his brother, they get caught. And to Bond, at least a cousin of theirs get caught. 2023, he drops an album, I'm Almost Here. You think about that, Chad? It's like poetic. 2020, Bond. 2021 his brother. 2022, get back for both those situations. 2023,